Hey, it's Danny at Speedtrap Chute. I want to go over the install procedure of our new Timecutter kit for the 50, 54, and 60-inch time cutters, and also the Quest E&S Series 50 and 54. This install is pretty much the same on all those mowers and is very similar. It will also go back to the MX 4200, MX 5000, 5050, and 5060 models with the addition of grinding off the two tabs that are on the extension. Those have to be ground off and another hole is drilled, and the kits will work the same. Get a hold of us for more information on that. But this is the turnkey kit for the 2020 and newer time cutters. So first thing is, just take this 9/16 bolt out that is holding on the factory baffle. And I always tell guys be careful with these because I've scraped my knuckles on almost every one I've taken off. So now I move this baffle out of the way first and then pull it out. And then you just pull that up and slide it out. Come on there. Easier than said and done. Nothing's going to cooperate when you're recording. There we go. Okay. First thing you want to do is take the mounting base out and align it with the factory holes. Now the holes will depend on what model and what size you have. But overall, there's holes in this base that will fit the 50, 54, and 60. They're just a little bit different. Inside the owner's manual is our hardware packet, and you'll find 3 bolts in here for the install. And then we're going to pull a mulch mod pin out, set that out to show you how that works. So there's 3 bolts. 2 of them are 1 inch and 1 shorter. The shorter one is for the tab up front here. And then you take 1 each of the other bolts and you run them up from the bottom. That's what we like to do, so there's less impeding on the grass flow. And then just line up this last bolt. Let's figure out which hole that the factory bolt went through. And the kits can be installed with or without this baffle. For the sake of the video, we'll install it with the baffle. You just slide that up and then press the baffle in towards the deck so it's behind the chute base. And then just snug up. Snug these up. Oops. The mounting base is installed, and I always tell the guys, take the chute off, pull the pins out, and just set the chute on the seat carefully, because seats are expensive nowadays. And just drop your cable down the steer, and then pull the chute back down, and then align with the inner holes and install the chute into the base. And you have 2 cotter pins in, and the chute is up and running. You're ready for use. Now to install the mulch mod pin, if you want to mulch up the leaves, all you do is you pull the pin out, throw it through either one of these, drop your cotter pin through, and then that will let you keep the door closed for more control when you're mulching leaves. That's the install process again for the 50, 54, and 60-inch time cutters. And again, the only difference is the older style have a couple different variants of how they attach. There's an extension piece that has 4 holes or 4 bolts that it installs on, and it has 2 tabs for the older style mowers that have the guards hook up to those. If you want to install this kit on a 4200, a 5000, 5050, or 5060, you have to grind those 2 tabs down and then line up your holes, drill another hole, and the kit can be used. But for that, you can reach out to us. We'll give you more information. All right, thanks a lot. Any questions, let us know.